Hello dear native students. Today I will continue the session. Now in this session I will discuss about different types of volume regarding respiratory systems. The first thing that I will discuss here, that is a tidal volume. That is a tidal volume. Tidal volume is the amount of air which we are inhale during respiration. The amount of air which we are inhaling, that is about 500 ml per breath. Okay, in which 150 ml of the air known as dead space volume. I will discuss here about the dead space volume. What does it mean? If you will see the structure of lungs, then you will recall it very easy that what is the meaning of dead space volume. In case of lung, the amount of air which we are inhale, some amount of air are actually remain inside this structure. So before going to the tertiary bronchiole, from where the diffusion processes of the air is taking place, some amount of air remain in this structure, about 150 ml, and remaining 350 ml known as functional air. That means the diffusion taking place. So this amount, that is 150 ml of the air, known as dead space volume, because this is just only present in the conduction zone, only in the conduction zone, not for the diffusion purpose. So moving to the next part, that is a respiratory reserve volume, in which I will discuss first here inspiratory reserve volume. Inspiratory reserve volume, that means amount of air which are which we can forcefully inhale after normal inspiration. Suppose you are inspire the air, that is equal to the tidal volume, and after that forcefully, remember the word forcefully, the amount of air which we are inhale further after tidal volume, known as inspiratory reserve volume. If we see the amount of inspiratory reserve volume, then this is about 200 and 2500 ml to 3000 ml. Okay, moving to the next part, that is the ERV. ERV, that means expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume. What does it mean? It means that the amount of air which we are forcefully expirate, that means after normal expiration, there is a which is equal to tidal volume which we expirate, and after that the forcefully, remember again the word forcefully, amount of air which we are exhale out, that is equal to expiratory reserve volume, that is equal to about 1000 ml to 1100 ml. Okay, here you can ask a question that why the ERV is less than IRV. The question's answer I will discuss later in the upcoming session. Moving to the next part, that is residual volume. Residual volume, denoted by RV. RV is the amount of air which we cannot expirate after forcefully or anyhow. We can't expirate these amount of air which is present inside our alveoli. The importance of residual volume is that to maintain the shape of the alveoli. Suppose if you are completely expirate the air, the alveoli will collapse. Alveoli will collapse. That means anatomy and physiology of the alveoli will destroy. So some amount of air remain inside the alveoli. Some amount of air remain inside the alveoli. Okay. This amount of air known as residual volume. The value of residual volume is about 1100 ml to 1200 ml. Now here the answer why ERV is less than IRV, because amount of some amount of air remain inside lungs alveoli, that is residual volume. Okay, moving to the other part, that is capacity. Now I will discuss here about capacity. Okay, capacity. There are different capacities regarding to the lungs. The first one is that inspiratory capacity. Okay, I will denote it as inspiratory capacity, IC. What does it mean, inspiratory capacity? This is equal to the tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, inspiratory capacity, that means tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. You can calculate the value. You know tidal volume is 500 ml and inspiratory capacity which is 2500 ml to 3000 ml. Okay, you can calculate here which will 3000. Okay, you can calculate the value. You can calculate the value again here, which will be 3000 to 3500 ml. This is the value of inspiratory capacity. Okay, moving to the next capacity, that is expiratory capacity, EC. Expiratory capacity, that is equal to the tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. Okay, again you can calculate 500 ml plus expiratory capacity's value is 11 okay 1000 to 1100 ml. Okay, again you can write here as 1500 ml to 1600 ml. Okay, sometimes these questions is asked that what are the value of expiratory capacity. So the range you have to remember, this is ranges from 1500 to 1600. Okay, moving to the next capacity, that is functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity, this is equal to the expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Okay, expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Again you can calculate 1000 ml to 1100 ml plus what is the value of residual volume. This is 1100 ml to 1200 ml. Okay, you can calculate again with the value. The so remember, functional residual volume is equal to expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Okay, now let's see another capacity, that is vital capacity. Vital capacity. Okay, vital capacity, VC. What does it mean? This is equal to the expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, here I write it again. VC, vital capacity, is equal to expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, there is a last one, that is total lung capacity. Total lung capacity. Okay, TLC. This is not mean total leukocyte count. This is total lung capacity. Okay. In case of total lung capacity, we are adding as vital capacity plus residual volume. Okay, what was in vital capacity? There is inspiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume, okay, plus here residual volume. Okay, so now you are able to remember and able to calculate the total lung capacity. Here another one question is generally asked. Suppose you have an idea about the tidal volume is about 500 ml, then you have to find it out the total amount of air which we are taking in case of 1 minute. Suppose I am taking an example for 1 minute. For 1 minute, according to the NCERT, 12 to 16 breath per minute. Breath per minute. Okay. According to this, we can calculate 12 to 16 multiplied by 500 ml. This will be equal to 6000 to 8000 ml. Okay, this is in ml, or you can calculate it as 6000 to 8000 ml, which is equal to 6 liter to 8 liter air. Okay, now you are able to calculate the amount of air during 1 minute of breathing. This is equal to 6 liter to 8 liter. Again, another one question is asked, what are the value for the dead space volume? Dead space volume, this is equal to 500 ml minus 150 ml. Okay, sorry, 350 ml. This will equal to 150 ml. So dead space volume is about 150 ml. Don't forget it. And here functional volume or diffusible amount of air, this is 350 ml. 350 ml. Okay, 350 ml. So here the end of the topic. Now you are able to understand all the points regarding lung capacities, regarding residual volume, regarding inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, what are the dead space volume, what are the functional volume, and their differences in between. So thank you for the watching. Okay.